In the late 19th century, a German philosopher looked at modern European civilization and declared God dead. 7 centuries earlier, a devout Persian mystic named Rumi spun in states of ecstatic worship, seeing the divine reflected in absolutely everything. Place their writings side by side, and a strange alignment emerges. Despite living in entirely different mental universes, both men diagnose the default human condition as a prison. Nietzsche's Zarathustra views man as a bridge stretched toward a higher state of existence, a transitional state rather than a finality. Rumi mapped human life as a constant evolution, a path pushing upward from mineral to animal to human, insisting we keep moving. But crossing that expanse isn't peaceful. Both thinkers agreed leaving your current state requires an uncompromising, brutal war against your own nature. While most people rebel against the world, Nietzsche and Rumi locate the real fight within, targeting the comfortable, static self. To win a war, you first have to identify the enemy. In this case, the target is the weak, complacent, and slave-like aspect of our own personality. Rumi called this the nafs, an Arabic term for the ego or base desires. He described the nafs as a massive dragon inside of us. It might look dead when you are comfortable, but it is merely frozen, waiting for the right moment to awaken and consume you. That dragon mirrors what Nietzsche called slave morality, the psychological reflex that fears greatness, avoids risk, and constantly seeks the safety of the familiar. Before any external progress is possible, you have to recognize that your own intense desire for comfort is the ultimate threat to your freedom. The first command of this internal war is the rejection of the herd. Rumi condemned those who mimic society without thought, while Nietzsche vehemently attacked the blind conformity that keeps individuals trapped in a collective identity. The second tactic involves the active pursuit of suffering. Both men viewed pain not as a tragedy to be avoided, but as a mandatory tool for growth. Their language on this is remarkably close. Nietzsche wrote that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Rumi wrote that the wound is the place where the light enters you. The third and final step requires absolute solitude. Nietzsche's character Zarathustra physically retreats to the mountains, just as Rumi constantly returns to the deep isolation of the wandering mystic. They viewed loneliness as the only environment quiet enough for true self-awareness to be forged. Taken together, these 3 strategies, rebellion against the crowd, the embrace of pain, and the withdrawal into silence, constitute the only path to self-mastery. Once the dragon is slain and the weak self is finally broken, you are left with a critical question. What is this hard-won freedom actually for? This is where their paths violently diverge. For Nietzsche, the destination is ultimate power and self-creation. He envisioned the Übermensch, a person who has mastered their universe, relying on no external gods and inventing their own moral values. Rumi's destination is the opposite. He seeks fana, the total erasure of the self in surrender to divine truth. One philosophy ends in supreme self-deification, the other ends in total, universal surrender. Whether the path leads to the heights of the mountain or depths of the ocean, the starting point remains identical: the conquest of the self.